Baruch Hashem, Bechol, we already finished with the Leil HaSeder. You already understood everything?
Man.
Baruch Hashem. Right now we're going to the next one. Is about taking out the matzot from the freezer on Shabbat. Some people, Bechor, buy temani matzot. And I told you it's very important to buy temani matzot, soft matzot, because each matzah has many kazaites. When you buy the cracker, thin matzah, there's maybe 1 ounce. Maybe, depends on the weight of it. We do not follow the volume, we follow the weight of the matzot. That's how Rabbi Ovadia Yosef ruled. So therefore, when a person puts the matzot that they are frozen in the freezer before Pesach, he wants to take them out on Shabbat. Problem is a question right now. You're taking on Shabbat, you're going to use it after Shabbat. What happened to preparation? Yaakov, are you allowed to prepare on Shabbat or no?
No.
So why is that allowed?
The Rabbanon.
So what the Rabbanan made do? So Rabbi Yosef says he's not allowed to prepare from Shabbat to Yom Tov, even if it's for the sake of mitzvah. So why we allowed to take out the matzahs from the freezer? Because that's not an action that you're doing to the matzah. You're removing the matzah from a frozen area.
It happens by itself.
And it gets defrosted by itself. That's not considered to be an action of preparation. That's why a person is allowed to take the matzah from the freezer on the Shabbat and let it become defrost by itself throughout the Shabbat for Motzei Shabbat.
That's allowed.
Allowed.
Always.
But Rabbi Ovadia Yosef says that if you have only 3 matzot in a box, and this matzot you're going to eat for Leil HaSeder Bechor, guess what happens? These matzot are muktzeh. In order for you to take them out, you will need to put something edible on top of it. So this way the matzah becomes base for the allowed thing. Put konfetka, put some vegetable, fruits, whatever it is. You put it on the box of the matzot, and you'll take out the matzot from the freezer with this, miasa, kuritza, doesn't matter, whatever you want. Something that it is edible thing, put on top of it, like this you take it out without any question of muktzeh.
But then don't touch it anymore.
Edible?
Let it
No,
stay
you
there.
mean edible? Edible.
Edible, like candy.
Huh? So meat is not the
Edible, like a vegetable, fruit, stuff like that. You
frozen
put-
meat. You can't.
No, not frozen meat. He said meat, not frozen meat. Meat, edible meat.
What kind of meat you gonna keep?
Also
in the
frozen
freezer?
meat. Also frozen meat. We said it's allowed. If you remember, when we learned the 3rd volume of Chazon Ovadia, we learned that meat is not muktzeh
Not muktzeh, my friend.
because it's edible. Some people can eat raw meat.
Not in a frozen stuff.
True, even if it's not frozen.
Carpaccio.
Yeah.
With confessional.
Озер сейчас ему
Я кажу,
дал.
вопрос еще не решили.
But then-
Как можно?
Jonas сейчас ему
But
проснулся,
then
тарапачил
if
свой.
you put that vegetable on it, then don't remove the vegetable after.
You could remove, you don't have to
Put the
put it on the
vegetable
platter.
here, you put it outside for it to defrost, but then don't remove the vegetable now.
You could remove the vegetable after you place the matzahs down. Because you're not moving the matzah anymore. Got it? Very good. Somebody asked, Bechor, if I'm allowed to take out from the freezer on Shabbat, can I also take them out of the box and put it on the plata? Rabbi, crispy. I want to make it crispy. I don't do nothing, I put it on the plata. And it's fully cooked, it's fully baked.
But you're not eating it now.
Can I put it on top of the plata or no?
No.
Not allowed. Why? Putting it on top
Doing
of a
preparation
plata,
for Yom Tov.
very good. It's considered to be achana from Shabbat to Yom Tov.
After Shkia,
The only thing you'll be allowed is to take it out of the freezer, but you will not be allowed to put it on the plata.
Because you're preparing on Yom Tov. Is that what you're saying?
Because you're going to be preparing from Shabbat to Yom Tov.
But if I eat it,
You cannot eat it.
How we gonna
You cannot eat it on Shabbat. It's Yom Tov. It's a day before Pesach.
I'm not talking about when the time comes to eat it.
When the time comes to it, it's already after Shabbat. So it ends up that you prepare by putting it on a plata from the Shabbat, and you're gonna only allow to eat it after Shabbat. Preparing from Shabbat to after Shabbat, it's a problem, Fachana. Got it? Very good. Afterwards, Rabotai, don't forget, the next halakha he writes over here is
Яхни is allowed to do.
yeah, why not?
Is
Cooked.
Это же как было.
Anything we
Roasted.
said in the morning that it is roasted in the oven, problem. Anything that it is cooked in liquid, no problem.
Yeah, but roasted. I'm
That's a
talking about
bechor is
roasted.
not going to do
Steak.
steak inside the oven. He never does. His
I
wife
have
does.
to,
This,
no, I have
the-
to tell him.
he's
I
gonna
have to
tell.
tell to the. I have to tell him in the
I
restaurant.
told him. He
How
was
do
here
you do
yesterday.
yachni?
Jorah was here yesterday. I told him.
They cook,
Yeah,
they cook it in the water first?
Yeah.
I told him either make kovov rohan or make kaila with a look in the oil, stuff like that, that it's cooked in a lot of liquid. Dimlama is chametz. Chametz. No, it's not chametz. Dimlama. That's with the dough. There is no dough. When I ate last time, dimlama was dough. They had dough in it also. Chesta. No. בשביל זה, חי היה פוטוס. Very good. Next. Bechor on Shabbat, you're allowed to go sleep, but you're not allowed to say, I'm going to sleep because tonight is Leila Seder. This should not be done. Some opinions are lenient about it, but you should still try to be strict. It's not hard. Tell your wife, Jonah, I'm going to rest. Don't say I'm going to rest for tonight.
5:30 мы с вами. Хотите, не хотите.
Okay, next. Shalom John, come help me with Bechor.
Shalom ben
Hold him down. Eliyahu, if he comes at Netz, you have to come also. If he comes to Netz, once a year Shabbat HaGadol, why?
Кто каменный?
Bechor, Shabbat HaGadol.
Кто каменный?
Я 2 месяца держу.
Кто Нец придет? Бахор придет?
Он здесь будет? Да?
Бахор придет? Не. А, блин,
Кто? Это Пинхасов придет? He's gonna be here with you on Leila Seder? У вас будет или у сына? Аврома?
Куда захочешь, туда пойдет.
Okay, very good. Next. Matodienu. Bechor Motzei Shabbat, the prayer of Arvit, you do not say Ata Honantanu. Because it's not regular Yom Chol. What is that? Yom Tov. There's a special section called Vatodienu. Instead of Ata Honantanu, there's a different section we're gonna have to read. Eta Arvit Yom Tova with Havdalah of Motzei Shabbat to Yom Tova. There's a Vatodienu.
Рабай, сегодня
Фамидим
вопрос
Бехор.
спросили.
За вами будет повторять.
Рош, этот
I'm
как
just
его,
telling you. You should know.
what you call, no, этот,
Zohar.
Авдала. Авдала you doing by,
Oh,
by
молодец. Thank you. Remembered. כל הכבוד.
Avdala you doing by
yes.
by kiddush, right? The Avdala you doing by kiddush. Only the blessing of the kiddush of the Avdala you putting inside the kiddush.
Yes.
Not separate Avdala.
Yeah, no separate. Here, Bechor, this is a manual scale.
Scale.
You see, it's not on 0 because it has the weight of this also. After you put this,
0.
becomes 0. Then you're putting in here matzah, maror, whatever you need. This you're allowed to use on the Yom Tov. On Shabbat, if you want to measure, no problem. On Shabbat, you're not supposed to measure for Yom Tov. So if you want to measure how much matzah you need to eat, or you want to measure
You wanna
tam
prepare
drugi
Yom
veshi.
Chamishi, you say.
Yeah, best to prepare before. Person forgot to prepare, or he goes to relatives. He doesn't know. New matzah, kutiv shal matzah. I don't know. Some matzot are thick, hard. Some matzot are thin. Some matzot are thick and soft. So I don't know how much should I eat.
Not those.
Вы новую кружку принесли.
Yeah. What should be done before? Measure. Can you measure on Yom Tov? Yes. Because this is not digital. This is.
Сколько стоит?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not here to sell it to you. I'm here to tell you.
Я хочу купить такой, который можно на...
$50 для вас.
На шаббат мы уже тоже.
Yeah, you can use it even on Shabbat because it's for sake of mitzvah. But you're not allowed to measure matzot on Shabbat and then use this matzot for after Shabbat because it's going to be preparation. But in case you're sitting Sudash Lishit, sometimes people come Sudash Lishit. Sometimes people have Sudash Lishit. They say, Rabbi, I don't want to eat a lot of bread. What's the minimum amount? Sometimes lipyoshki are big, sometimes lipyoshki are thick, sometimes lipyoshki are very airy out, air, a lot of air. So how do you know what to do? This is the solution. You know, Bechor, last year I told it 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I told this solution in one of the synagogues, not here. Everybody start eating Netilat Yadayim Sudash Lishit. Do you know that? Nobody used to do Sudah Shlishit Netilat Yadayim. Nobody, the whole synagogue.
What do you say?
I told them the importance of Sudah Shlishit, and I told them you don't need to eat a lot. You need to eat 1 ounce of bread. Every time they used to eat lipyoshki at challah rolls, they said that every time we thought we have to eat all this, it was too much for us. After they bought this, one guy bought like this for the whole shoe. They said, wow. Everybody started doing Netilat Yadayim. Because they understood that you don't have to eat a lot of bread.
אבל בעיה, אם אתה אוכל 1 ounce, אתה לא צריך לעשות נטילת ידיים.
No, you need to do Netilat Yadayim
No
without
bracha.
beracha.
No bracha.
Yeah, בסדר. I told them, if you eat 1 ounce, Netilat Yadayim without beracha. For Sudah Shlishit Torah the whole year. This is a good thing to have in the synagogue,
So,
in the house.
this goes
I have
by-
one also at home.
This goes by ounce. How much matzah ounce we have?
So we said the first Amotzi, if you want to cover all opinions, 2. Sandwich 1. Afikoman 2.
Ounces? How many
Ounces. 2, 1, 2.
2 ounces.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This way you don't have to prepare with the bags. You can cut from the matzot of the kara and put on this.
No,
Right away you
it's
know.
Soft matzah. It's big.
סוף דה.
It takes time, you're right.
Это...
Yeah, 2 of them, 3 of them.
Что,
If you have a lot of people.
Легкий этот.
Я все делаю припер.
Okay, בסדר.
The pro.
Next.
Так лучше. А дети сколько? 13, 14, сколько?
We know 3 ounces.
What 14?
Эй,
Kids have to fulfill it 100%. What do you mean, what age? I don't
הבעיה שאני
understand.
видел, продают этот
Hold on, I'm in the
одноразовый...
middle with him. Kids from the age of 13 obligated by Torah. Girls from the age of 12 obligated by Torah.
3 ounces.
Below that, from the age of 6.
2 ounces, 1 ounce, 3 ounces.
Yes.
Obligation.
Yeah. Yes. That's called chinuch. To do the best, that's the level.
So today they're selling plastic cup, 3.5 ounce.
But it's plastic.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's plastic.
Don't take plastic.
You taking, drinking, throwing. That's it.
That's shame. This
Going
is
to
king. That's a
wars,
king
going-
seats with plastic. Go to right now Saudi Arabia chef
No,
king. You're
I'm
gonna see a
I'm
plastic
saying
on this
that
table.
can you put on the plastic cup? And this plastic cup you put inside the nice cup.
You go to a king. Would you be see like that? The king behaves.
I saw many times.
The king.
They putting inside.
The kings.
No king. No, I didn't be in king's house.
So you go to kings one time and you'll see.
Заказали серебряные,
You got?
заказали.
Can you get me also? באמת, I'll pay. 8, 6, 8.
Okay.
3.5?
А когда придет он? Заказали.
3.5 why I say? Because when you're leaving, 3.5 is
No, better get high 4 beside. 3.5 better.
А когда будет это? Пасху на следующий
мы
день.
дадим. Не, мы не на эту Пасху.
На
Возьмем,
следующий,
оставим для
да.
Пасхи.
Да.
А,
Why? Bechor, you're gonna make me so happy, you know? I was dreaming about this. You know that or no? Last Shabbat I was dreaming about this.
So what?
Please, come on.
Last Shabbat I was dreaming about it. So why? Bezrat Hashem, I wanna
Cup, silver
have
cup.
сколько выходит стакан один?
Buy it Amazon.
I know,
А
but
сколько вы не стоили надо
Send
платить?
it to you.
Не, знаю, но просто интересно. сколько.
8 cups мне возьмете, я вам заплачу, באמת.
Заплатить
Митцва.
за тол. Congestion price.
Сколько грамм там?
А что хотели?
Huh? I wanted to eat a matzah. He did, where the Persian guy? He left?
Почему в Израиле делал здесь?
Amir, he left?
He was here?
Yeah, he was here.
Почему
Bechor,
здесь-
do you have the matzot that he gave you last time? The Amir, he gave you matzah box. You have it? Do you have? Oh, we have upstairs over here on the refrigerator on top. Can you get that, please? I want to show them how much it is so people will know.
Ну, вот что я говорю.
Okay, next. Shh. רבותיי, סורק סידמוי פתום. בכור,
לא, אני אומר,
silver,
למה-
gold,
למה אתה
diamond.
לא מזמין את זה?
Iloi Novi asking. Wine.
You don't have to do it. If Bukhari is a minhag, do it, but it's not written by Sephardi. On top of the refrigerator, I saw a box.
לא, הם אומרים למה הוא הזמין את זה בארץ, אפשר לעשות את זה פה.
Okay, טוב, תזמין.
הוא אומר שהם קונים סילבר.
בסדר, פה, שם, מה שיש. עוד 10, $20, ביג דיל. הלאה, העיקר שיהיה מצווה. בכור, nice with design or simple?
I just called and asked, he said, okay.
No, on top of the refrigerator.
Ну-ка, посмотри, где-то. Яков, на.
Okay, ask the rabbi if he has another box. If the rabbi has another box, I wanted to
you
show
wanna
you.
know if this is 2 ounce?
This 1 ounce, it says on the box.
1 ounce.
Let's see.
Ma?
We need the soft one?
No, soft, hard, whatever. I just want to show you real size because people all the time get confused with this. Okay, next.
Oh, how much?
No, just put it on top.
On top like that. That's it, yeah.
1 ounce exactly.
Okay.
Wow. 1 ounce exactly.
Две такие нужно слушать.
Да.
I told you, by weight you have to follow.
1
Two.
ounce.
Да, так и надо.
Да. If you want to say bracha al netilat yadayim.
And hamutzi.
Hamutzi you have to say even on 1 crumb. Huh?
Can I eat?
Yeah. You have 7 minutes to finish this. Then 7 minutes you can rest, and another 7 minutes you can finish the second one. In total, finish those 2 in 21 minutes. It's not hard.
Look at this, exactly.
Very easy.
Rather you can adjust, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Adjusting, because sometimes
Yeah, but it's adjusted already.
it goes over. I adjust it.
Very good.
1 ounce.
Rabbi Yosef says if you have a watch on Shabbat, Yom Tov, Kippur, doesn't matter, and it's not the right time, can you adjust it or no?
Depends what kind
Yes,
of
you
watch.
can.
Oh, tell us, Bechor.
Depends what kind watch.
If it's going to stop, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to stop,
You can.
he says then it's not considered to be fixing it. Why not? It's a wrong hour now. It says because you know, right now look at the time, 35 over there, it's my 30, 5 minutes off. So every time you look at the time, you know that it's 5 minutes off. You know the time difference between the real time and the wrong time. So therefore it's considered to be working because you're always adding that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever is off. So by you putting it on the right time, you're not fixing it. It's already usable.
They stop, you see?
Yours it stops. So that's the expensive ones.
Look.
All battery
Oh.
watches. Look it up. All battery watches is stop.
One.
Only mechanical watches.
אני לא יכול לעשות את זה.
Nada.
That's all?
Oh.
Amir?
אני לא יכול לעשות.
הרשע.
Okay, very good.
אבל
Next.
בפנים הוא הולך? לא, גם לא הולך, כנראה לא.
I don't know. Okay, very good. Next. Maybe at a Halachot. Who knows?
לא הלך להביא לי מצות לא הולך להביא לי.
כן, ביקשת?
כן.
Not the joker coming in the back.
Okay, very good. Next. Here it is for you, Bechor. Kavana. Listen to this כוונה. ליל הסדר בסדר הדורות, החידוש באמירת הלל בתפילה בלילה מבטאת את גדלותו של ליל הסדר. You have to let your wife and the female in the house, your mother, your sisters, everybody know that before we start Leil HaSeder, the ladies must say the whole Hallel standing with the bracha before and after.
all על standing?
ישורת פפטרג. All men and all women obligated to say the whole Hallel standing from the beginning with bracha, men and women, and the bracha after men and women.
איזה טעויות, איזה טעויות.
Before.
We say it here.
Synagogue, אני don't
Synagogue.
Right.
דומה, תתהלל כל שתיים.
Men do it usually in the synagogue.
תמיד.
Women
Можно сидеть.
supposed to do it at home.
Но это
If
другое.
your wife will not do it at home,
Полный халал.
Okay.
you do not do it in the synagogue. Go home and do it with her at home.
Oh, zero.
Always you reduce your level of mitzvah to help another person to do mitzvah. That's always the right perspective of Judaism. Question to Bechor. Second night of Hanukkah, how many candles do we light? Second. 3. 1 shamash, 2 candles, right? My neighbor has no Hanukkah candles. Should I light 2 on the second night, or should I reduce my mitzvah, light 1 on the second night, and give a second one to my friend?
Yes.
What halacha?
Yes, you can give him one because it was enough one.
Reduce your level of
Not reducing,
observance.
One is enough.
No, you reduce because you're not making
If you don't
mehadrin
have-
mina mehadrin. You're just making one level,
Yeah, if
which
you
is
don't
kasher. Same thing here. Where is it better that I am as a man gonna do the halal in the kaneso with everybody berov amadat melech, or I should do it at home by myself? What's better? Better kaneso. But what if my wife is not gonna do the halal if I will not do it with her?
So better go to home.
I'm gonna reduce my mitzvah. Yes, reduce your mitzvah. Go home and do it together
You have
with your wife.
halal in a seder after.
Then, besides this halal, we have another halal.
So you mean if you didn't did in a shul, you coming home, you want to do halal, you have to do first halal before
Yes.
seder.
Yes. Before
Before
kiddush,
Seder,
before
before
anything.
Ah,
your wife
now you
doesn't do
explain.
it, if your wife
Why
doesn't
can't
do
they
it,
do it in the center?
She's not doing. She's not.
The ladies, because that halal is not full
Why
halal,
you
is
doing
interrupted. We do a little bit chapters during Agadah,
should
then
do
we
it,
have
yes.
during the after Birkat Hamazon, and it's not also the full version. It also has no brachot before and after. Got it? Bechor Famidim. It takes a long
If
time.
this is the case, nobody in the shul, the wife doing halal,
It's a mistake. You have to let them know.
sign. Who's to ask anybody? Nobody.
Okay, Baruch Hashem, that we teach you right now. You're gonna do it. Yaakov, your wife says halal or no? So tell together, go home. Do not stay in the kanesot. Say, Jonam, you listen, following the siddur. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Nibuji. What's better mitzvah?
Go to Borg.
No problem. Finish Arvit.
Не женаты все будут, вот Иран первый здесь.
Why? His mother, his sister also needs
Женится
to.
кто-то.
You have to say halal.
Да, а мама тоже что ли?
Yeah, all the men, all the women on planet Earth, the Jewish people,
So
have to
why-
say halal with
okay.
bracha, standing
So why
before and
all the
after.
why is all the rabbis not announcing this one?
Bechor, he's asking, Bisol mo kanesom sodim, ishki b'moa michen levute.
Namego.
משה, פרעה, משה.
Moshe.
Ana
Ah,
Amidjo.
mi prešao.
שמחונה, בשמחת התורה.
Ja tu ne.
בשמחת התורה. יתמכו, פרסים, יתמכו, בוכרים. Amir John, bring the matzah, please.
אז רגע, מה עם second הלל? What about
I told him 10 minutes.
What, the matzah? You need? Okay.
what about the second הלל?
Huh?
What about second הלל? You have to stand?
No, this Hallel, during Agadah, you could sit. The second part of it, after Birkat Hamazon, you stand.
What do you mean after the
After Birkat Hamazon, you have the second part of the Hallel.
That's what I'm saying.
This one, you should stand. But that's nothing to do with the first Hallel.
Okay, we're not talking about first Hallel. First Hallel, we understood that if you didn't do it in the shul, I mean, if you know that your wife not gonna do it, go home and do it with her
There.
standing
Standing.
before everything.
Before
I'm talking about not the Hallel on after Amazon, because Amazon.
That's the second part of the Hallel.
It means second
That's the
part.
second part of the second Hallel.
It's not
That's the second
Hallel.
part of the second Hallel.
Okay, it's okay. But
This
you have
one,
to
you
stand,
should stand, yes.
But it's after Birkat Amazon.
True. You finish Birkat Hamazon, the third cup, you lean and you drink. Then you fill up the fourth cup and you stand up. You're holding the fourth cup and you're saying the
If
last
you don't wanna
part
stand,
of the
it's
Hallel.
okay, right?
Yeah, it's kasher. But do you want to do the best or no? Let us say this once a year.
No, but it says the whole thing you have to do beheseva.
That's Haggadah, Meir John. Hallel is supposed to be standing.
I heard today's Gula that the third after third cup when you're doing the fourth cup,
Shefo Hamatha Lagoim.
you're going outside, open the door of the things, and you're saying "Kam Eliyahu Navi, Kam," and you're going continue doing the fourth.
Hallel,
And
you
then
say
over
Hallel.
there you have to make a wishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
True.
they say please
When-
ask
when
for
is this?
And
some-
then after the
all
third cup.
all
Third
the
to fourth?
Shulim come home.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I didn't know this.
Yeah. There's a lot of school I want to share with you.
Last year
More.
I did that, my manul got broke.
Wow.
Amen. I couldn't close my door for whole night.
What's that?
Wow. All the bracha came in. All the bracha came in.
Eliyahu come in.
Okay, next. Hallelujah. So it says right now like this. Leila Seder Bechor, 5 big things happen in history. Yaakov John, you're going home after Arvit, you do Hallel together with your wife, with your children, with your daughter, with everybody. If they're not going to do it, leave the synagogue. After Arvit, Pamalil is Arvit. We're going to over here sing the Hallel, you're going to go, I'm going to go, somebody that needs to go home. And do the Hallel with them, standing. Da. In the Kaneso, it's going to be after Arvit, for the men. And women are at home. Huh? Rabbi Vadia Yosef used to come home, used to ask his wife, his daughters, did you say Hallel? Sometimes they said yes, sometimes they said no. Do it now. He used to wait. But his wife used to read fast. Rabbi Vadia Yosef's wife used to finish the whole Tehillim every Shabbat. So she used to read fast. She was used to.
If you do it here, you go home, you still say it again?
No, if you said here already the whole thing with brachot and everything, you go home, you do not say it again yourself, but they will say it. But some women, if you're not gonna say it, they're not gonna say it. So it's better for you then don't stay in the Kaneso. Go home and do it with them for the first time.
Hold on, you have to.
400 403.
Это Pesach книга. So hold on, but this is one Hallel over here is right after Tfilat Shmonais.
Yeah, in here.
And you answer over here, Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo, Amen.
Yeah.
So you consider as you doing the
Yeah.
Hallel.
Have in mind not to follow. Fulfill.
Ben, you gonna test that?
How did you come?
осторожно,
Hey, he's gonna test it. He's gonna test it.
Do it in front and count.
Yeah, of course. You go.
Do it.
Okay, quickly.
Stand
No.
with this.
Yalla, bo.
Stand with your
Open it one, and we'll do.
Stand over here with the paper.
what next year?
אתה רצית עבודה בשבילו, הנה.
מה הוא מרוויח על זה? כמה דולרים?
Посмотрите, сколько.
Here, this is... Here.
הלחמון עניו, דיאכלו
Bechor.
אבותינו.
Bechor. Should I say on this, Helach Ma'aniya or no?
No.
Why not?
And it's only one, right? This way.
הלחמן ענייה, תיגש только на
This one, it says
Here, go like this one.
1
Go hold.
and 3/4 ounce and 3/4 of an ounce. This one.
So how much you need to use?
Over here.
This one has 1 ounce and 3/4 of an ounce. Almost 2.
Go.
Oh.
דרגי דרוזיה.
This.
In one
If
shot.
anybody want to order, not this year, but next year from this year, you can start calling this number.
Okay. This matzah. Give me the box, please. I'll show the people which matzah we're measuring.
This is a ultra thin one?
This is the one that we're measuring.
Gaza.
No, there is not, it doesn't show.
This is super thin Israel.
This is Israel, right?
This super thin.
It's super thin, it's thick.
9 pieces in 1 pound.
Вот это супер thin называется, представляешь?
It's very thick, it's not thin.
Now let's measure this one. Bechor.
Ты посмотри.
Let's see what it is an ounce, but this is a broken. Let's see. Can I break this one or no? I don't know what it is.
Break the broken one.
Hey, give me a
Break
one
the
jar.
broken one.
Давай, ломайте сюда, неси.
Bechor, this is expensive carcass for you.
Whatever you break, we eat.
How many ounces
This is ounce and a half.
They're all ounce and a half.
That's kazait. That's
This is
kazait.
ounce and no, that's kazait and a half. More than a kazait.
Oh, so one full round and half is kabetza then.
Let's see.
Anna, dale.
One, one.
Anna, 1 ounce. This is Rabotai 1 ounce. Perfect 1 ounce.
Kazai. So 1 piece and
And
half.
this matzah, Yaakov, you see the size? This is 1 ounce.
So
It's
one and
supposed
half
to-
this. 1 and half of this is kabetza. One and half. One
yeah.
full piece and half is
Yes.
kabetza.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we have the measure here. This 1 ounce.
Иран должен...
By weight,
Nice.
not by volume.
Маца шмура купил?
If you want to do all opinions, the first hamotzi lechem min haaretz, when you do, you eat 2 like this. During the sandwich, you eat 1 like this. During afikoman at the end, you eat 2 again like this. If you want to cover all opinions.
Потом сказал, когда мазок пришел спать.
Don't
5 in total. 2, 1, 2.
That's a huge fight. That's 5 kazait.
Yeah, that's the best opinion. If you want to be lenient opinion, 1, 1, 1.
That's like 5.
Yeah, but Rabbi, how about the soft one? How do we measure the first
You have to bring me soft one. I'll
No,
measure it.
no, you don't understand me because you said you cannot measure while it's broken already.
Why you should not measure? You take 1 matzah before, you see what you dealing with.
מזון, רגע, היי, מלאדיס.
There's a higher road in mind.
Okay, give me this.
You want to say
For
mezonot?
example, this is Rabbi.
Ah,
This is, for example, let's say this is the soft one, right? Okay, we need to have 3 of this, right? In order to have the 10 sfirot, right?
yeah.
Okay. So
The center one,
the center one, we
the dalet is a small,
the down is
and the
small.
vav is afikoman high hidden.
Is a big one, okay? Now, how do we determine how much we eat from here?
You measure with this. On Yom Tov, you put that dalet over here. It'll tell you how many ounces you have in the soft matzot.
Into dollar.
Yes,
Okay. But what if it's a lot more
a lot more than what?
than two
Good, very good.
2 ounce?
The best.
Ah, so
You can split that dalet to few people. You don't have to just have it to yourself.
And eat
I eat
with
this.
another matzah, right?
Hold it up.
Okay, because when you say the
I have
bracha,
I have in my shoes.
then you won't be able to break it and put it on the weight. And,
Break it to make dalet
okay.
and a vav. Now, how much dalet it is, how much weight it is, I don't know.
Let's say.
So you put it on that such a scale.
Let's say it's
On
a
Yom
three.
Tov, you're allowed to measure.
And
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Sure.
I'm talking about when you said the bracha, you can't already what do you call make it in half or whatever and then put it on the scale.
You're correct. So measure it before.
But you're measuring the whole thing. You're not measuring.
No, just measure that dalet. That's it. So you'll know how much to break from the dalet. When you make yachat,
approximately.
no approximately. Why? You can be very precise. Whenever you break, right? Kadesh, Shuhatz, Karpas, Yahat, Magid, you have a whole Magid in front of you. So when you made Yahat, you can already measure, put it on the scale. Know how much of that dalet that I broke will have kazetot. Is it enough for one person, for two people, for three people?
Okay.
And also the top matzah, the circle, the full one.
That one is 8, you said, right?
I don't know which company you buy. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You have to measure it.
Buy from me and then you'll be covered like this.
יאללה, ברכה ברשות מוריי ורבותיי.
Shamayim.
But oh, I'll eat this one. Not like this though. Baruch. You know what Borei Mine Mezonot means, right?
All the food.
God created different types of foods. Borei created Mine kinds of mezonot foods. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei mine mezonot.
You're gonna smell all the sick people should be refreshing.
May they never call you
Если вы
again.
это будете кушать, вы его должны с водой
This, if you eat, you're already gonna get healed. Because the Zohar says this is
с водой
the bread of medicine.
I eat this all year
No,
long.
the
This
other
is
one
bread
maybe.
of medicine.
That
Tell him that all year long if he's gonna go
Martin?
to Chatzalot and bring them the
זה
matzah.
חרדי? זה ממש טוב.
All year long. I eat
On
it.
Pesach, you give him. Anybody call Hatzalah? You gotta eat this. This is the medicine today.
הזמנתי לבן אדם, ממנו
You saw soft matzahs?
מה? לא נעים לו?
Soft masa is bread. I don't
הזמנתי
eat
אצלו,
soft
הוא אומר
מה,
לי שנה
you
שעברה.
You sell it?
Salt matzah is not bread. What are you talking about?
If I think soft masa, for me it's bread. I don't sell it. Why would I sell it?
How? Abba, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's saying soft matzah is bread.
I mean, it looks like
not
bread.
true.
Moed ayin for it. This is not.
Your grandfather, do you know what he eat?
Yes.
No.
I know.
No. You from Iran?
Everybody used to eat soft matzot. Everybody.
Rabbi, you say.
Even the Rama, Ashkenazim writes it. You know?
Moed ayin.
No, that's not a right statement.
This is what he died.
Don't make your own
This looks
Torah.
like crackers.
This one is new.
You know, Rabbi
It's
Auerbach,
all day new. My grandmother, everybody is.
Hamid, Rabbi Auerbach writes that if Ashkenazi will come to your house, Sephardi, you're not allowed to feed him with rice.
Of course.
But you're allowed to feed him with a soft matzot. Rice, you said no? Soft matzot, yes. Both of them is not his minhag. He said the rice is not, minhag is not to eat Ashkenazi for
A lot of years.
700-800 years. They never ate rice on Pesach.
This just came out.
We, soft matzot, Ashkenazim, says Rabbi Auerbach, and he brings a proof to that from the Rama, used to eat soft matzot at the generation of Rama, which is 500 years ago. They used to eat soft matzot. So it says, why we end up right now with those crackers matzot? So because they lost, Ashkenazim in Ashkenaz lost tradition how to bake it well without becoming chametz.
Same thing in Iran. In Iran, this is all.
So listen. So it says, therefore, it's not a restriction for them to eat the soft matzot. They just don't have bakeries to bake the soft matzot because they're lost tradition of how to bake it.
We don't follow Rabbi Auerbach. We follow.
No, we Sephardi. We don't follow Rabbi Auerbach. Saying even Ashkenazim will be allowed to eat the soft matzot. So the statement saying, oh, it's chametz or marita ayin that it is chametz, that's not according to halakha statement.
For the past 100 years, at least minimum 100 years, this is what we eat matzah. This was the
Could be. But that's not because that's the right way. It's because they didn't know the right
Let me
way.
ask GPT.
That's not the difference.
GPT gonna answer you right
Follow
now.
this.
Very good. Next.
יעקב, только вы спрашивали,
Right now.
Bechor, a person wants to move the plata. У него на шаббат была плата. He wants to move it. Can he move the plata on Shabbat or no?
Yes.
Oh, Shabbat?
Еще раз повторяю.
If it's plugged in, no problem.
Bechor, a person has a plata on the countertop.
Okay,
On Yom Tov, the wife wants to move it. It bothers her.
no problem.
Is she allowed to move it or is it muktzeh?
No, it's not mukseh.
So according to halacha, anything that is plugged into the wall,
It's like
it's considered to be mechubar. And we are passing in muktzeh,
Yeah, last time we
mechubar. Remember? Another point. Can she outplug it?
No.
Unplug it?
No, plug it back.
Can she unplug it?
Depends.
she can unplug it from the timer.
Huh?
Timer.
Very good.
Off.
If the timer is off,
Yeah.
she's allowed to take it out of the
We're talking about manual timer, not the
manual timer. She's allowed to.
But what if it's inside the wall
If
plug?
it's off.
Then you're not allowed to. If it's inside the wall, how are you going? It's on.
That's what I'm saying.
When it's on, you're not allowed to unplug it. You're going to turn it off.
Some of the plugs will also come off.
What comes off, Yaakov?
Some of the light switch. The switch.
So when it's off,
Wall off.
when the plata is off, you'll be allowed to unplug it from the wall, from the timer, because it's off.
Right. I use a controller that stays on. That one you can't.
Right. Got it? That's very practical for women to know.
So in
Because
case
in the
of,
kitchen, they
in
need
case
more
of
room.
refrigerator, Rabbeinu, let's say in case of refrigerator, when the compressor is working,
That's 100% allowed to open the refrigerator.
no, I'm
100%.
talking about unplug the refrigerator when it's not working.
Yeah, you could.
You could do that.
Yeah. But the lights have to be off.
Right, everything is off.
Yeah.
But the question is, sometimes the spark comes out.
No problem.
That's not a problem.
Because Pasek Reshet Rabbanan don't care.
Why would you want to unplug the refrigerator?
Sometimes you have to.
אין בדיוק תאריך, אבל בשנות ה-12 או 13, לפני 700 שנה,
מה, right?
המצה הזאת התחילה.
No. הוא טועה. תגיד לו טעות.
הנה מה הוא אומר.
No, I'm telling you. I have a proof of that. 400 years ago, Ramal lived, they used to bake soft matzot.
But when are we going to do the
12, 13,
bracha?
כמה זמן זה?
It's 800 years ago.
But in all Middle East, they didn't have this.
They had that.
הנה, הוא
Soft
אומר.
matzot they had. Continue.
They have. This is the
הוא
original.
אומר פה ההיסטורית.
Huh?
It's the original.
When are we going to go?
But all this is new.
Tomorrow, Belinda. It was raining today.
That's Chan?
New means
Tomorrow
80
after the
years old
Shacharit.
already.
After at Shiur.
40 years old maybe.
Maybe 800.
Or you want to do after at Shacharit? We'll do after Shacharit.
I don't know if my son has, I think he doesn't have a school tomorrow. There's no school tomorrow, right?
No school.
На деревья?
Yeah. Bechor, tomorrow after Shacharit, we'll go.
Sure, давайте.
Pray here tomorrow Shacharit.
I'm here tomorrow.
Вам пойдем завтра.
After 8 o'clock, Shachar, right?
Maybe I come off.
Okay, we'll go to you. You're not going to be home. You're going to go.
Nets?
No needs.
After 9 o'clock.
What time you pray?
8 o'clock.
Prepare
This
fruit.
is saying when.
Prepare fruit.
נעדו ברכת האילנות.
So 8 o'clock Shachir and then we go.
No boy.
Yeah, finish in 9,
No boy, anything.
So maybe I come
To
here.
say bracha, it's Adaman, something.
Go here?
А когда пойдешь?
Don't have to be alive.
Я
Yeah.
чтобы они скрешены были.
Tomorrow?
He's not praying.
One fruit.
Where are you going, Rabbi?
Они у вас не скрешены?
Brikat.
Well, yes,
Ilano.
Bechor lives a few houses down.
Brikat
After
Ilano.
Shacharit?
Yes.
What time Shacharit was?
8 o'clock here, Shacharit.
Завтра барашку приготовьте с утра.
Bechor John, I'm serious. I'm going to bring my wife also.
179-1980 road. You're welcome tomorrow, anytime.
Yeah, but put fruits outside.
I put.
In the backyard. Там дверь, это без lock, without lock.
Каждый приходит со
You have to say Kaddish, Bechor. Bechor, you have to say Kaddish also tomorrow. Don't miss out.
So we're doing tomorrow? Maybe I come off.
Yeah, come. 8 o'clock we'll do Shacharit. About
Я покупать, ничего не собираю.
About 9 o'clock we'll finish.
Уже деревья свои
Линет.
Also, Brikat Levanad. This week, every night is cloudy.
Yes.
So what if all the way till Shabbat? Shabbat is the last night, Friday
You're
night.
allowed to say it. when
Even
Shabbat.
Friday night.
Shabbat is not the last night.
It is. No.
Motzei Shabbat is already is the
Motzei Shabbat.
14th
Motzei
night.
Shabbat you're allowed
Yeah,
to do,
he's
right?
right.
Motzei Shabbat is the night of 15.
Да.
Yeah, you're allowed to do. can't
Till
you?
the morning of 15, you're good.
Meaning Alot HaShach.
מה, של
Alot
ברכת לבנה?
Yeah.
ברכת לבנה?
Yeah.
So morning,
the
meaning
morning of the
until
15th.
before Alot HaShach, until Alot HaShachar of the 15th.
Exactly.
Don't forget Birkat Lebanon tomorrow.
Нелегко, он ближе.
ברכת הלבנה? אילנות.
לבנה, לבנה.
לבנה.
just said
If it's not going to be cloudy. Yeah.
We just talked about. Until
שהאפיקומן אינו מספיק. בכור, what if somebody hide האפיקומן and you lost it?
Oh.
Take another one.
You ask your grandchild, where'd you put the afikoman?
From the box.
You take another one.
Take it from the box.
Says Rav Ovadia, ייקח מצה אחרת ויאכלן לאנשי אפיקומן. Take another matzah from the box, from the plate, or whatever you want, and eat that for afikoman.
Всем не хватит. Здесь у вас много людей.
That it depends. Now, John, remember we said that that's true, what you said, only if you have one seder plate for many people. But we're not going to have one seder plate. We're going to have for 2-3 people. It's not the best thing to do. You should have for 2-3 people, seder plate. 2-3 people, seder plate. This way you're going to have afikoman enough for everybody. Yesterday we learned the secret of afikoman, how important it is to eat from the afikoman.
But is it important to have the bone? That's where the problem is. The bone is hard
Bone?
to get.
Украинскую.
No, shake bone?
Yeah.
You can put chicken wing.
Нету.
Okay, you're gonna put 20 chicken.
What's the big deal? Chicken wing is cheap.
Я пошел 40 паундов сразу.
You don't eat that, right?
Chicken wing.
No, because it's roasted. Not allowed to eat roasted.
Продано.
But it's not meat.
Я вчера позвонил.
Since it requires shechita, anything requires shechita, you're not allowed to have it
It
roasted.
doesn't come from the
You are correct. You are correct.
Korban, no?
You are correct. But nevertheless, the poskim say anything that requires
Синий или
shechita,
белый?
we're not allowed to have it roasted unless
Утро ты-
Ну, я такой не люблю.
based on the
Only
minhag.
little seder, but in the morning it's
No
allowed.
problem. Yeah.
Вчера чуть бы на диване не спал.
שכח לאכול אפיקומן.
Ну, это толстый.
ברך.
Нет, вот-
ברך. ברך מים אחרונים. יעלה ויבוא. או בכור, מוצאי שבת. You have to say יעלה ויבוא in ברכת המזון. If you forgot, יעלה ויבוא in ברכת המזון. You have to repeat again ברכת המזון.
Tomorrow,
Even if you forgot, ladies, forgot
Friday or Saturday.
מוצאי שבת. מוצאי שבת. ליל הסדר.
Saturday night.
Also Sunday.
And in America, also Sunday night.
2 days.
2 nights. Ma say, יעלה ויבוא, and if you forget, you have to repeat again. The ברכת המזון, men or women.
Unless you remember before Oseh
What if a person, huh? No,
If you
no.
remember or before
No, no,
Oseh
not
Shalom?
in the tefillah. Talking about
I
ברכת
know. What
המזון.
if you before?
In ברכת המזון, there is no עושה שלום. ברכת המזון, the עושה שלום, we say it's only
What
customary.
if the third bracha, the fourth bracha you said, and then you remember before?
You started the fourth bracha, you finished. You have to go back to beginning of ברכת המזון.
Beginning.
בכור, what if, בכור John, if a person forgot יעלה ויבוא during the daytime,
Also.
not repeating the ברכת המזון.
Why? Why?
Only the first 2 nights of ליל הסדר, men or women forgot יעלה ויבוא, have to repeat ברכת המזון. The rest of the week, no matter when, יום טוב, חול המועד,
Mincha also?
men, women forgot,
Mincha. Mincha Shacharit.
listen, this is for ברכת המזון.
Birkat Hamazon. Ah, okay.
Men or women, if you forgot יעלה ויבוא during the rest of the week, during Yom Tov, do not repeat ברכת המזון. Just the first 2 nights, must make sure to say יעלה ויבוא, and if you forgot, make sure to repeat ברכת המזון. ברוך אדוני לעולם.
אמן ואמן.
רבי חנניה בן הקסיה אומר, שנאמר, stop the recording, שנאמר, אדוני חפש למען